Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the Light Dawns Within channel. My name is Shane, and today we're going to be diving into the 21 Days of Change challenge. This challenge is 3 weeks long, with each week being a little bit different from the last. The first week, we're going to spend 7 days building helpful daily habits. The next week, we're going to spend 7 days working on self-love and centering. And then the last week of the challenge is 7 days of shadow work. So let's get started. Week 1 is called the foundation because during this week we're adding practices to our daily routine to help build a healthy foundation for our life. And on day 1, we're going to add in a greet the day affirmation first thing in the morning and a bedtime affirmation right before we go to bed. Day 2, we start to bless all of the meals that we consume, either while we're preparing them or right before eating them, using the meal blessing affirmation. Day 3, we start to add in mindful movement to our morning routine. And this can be done through yoga, tai chi, stretching, whatever you want to get your mind and body in tune with each other. Day 4, we're going to take 10 minutes out of our night and we're going to reflect upon the day. You can do this through journaling or a meditative practice, but just contemplate the lessons and the blessings and everything that came up for you during the day. Day 5, we're going to add in the Alchemy affirmation before we watch TV or go onto social media to help us transmute the energy of everything that we're taking in. Day 6, we're going to start to call in our divine team every morning to help support us throughout the day. And then day 7, we're going to start to add in a surrender and faith affirmation and practice to the end of our day. And so that leads us to week 2, the healing. During this week, we're going to continue all of the practices that we built up during week 1, as well as try a different affirmation each day, 3 times a day. Day 8, we're going to do the Rewrite the Stories affirmation, which will help us to retrain our mind and change the stories that we tell ourselves, which in turn affects our mood and our attitude. On day 9, we're going to do Focusing Thoughts and Intentions, because our thoughts and intentions are what create our experience in life. Day 10 is Taking Responsibility, because to be truly spiritually mature beings, we must be responsible for everything we experience and create in this world. On day 11, we're going to work on self-forgiveness, because all of us have fallen short at one point or another and have found ways to shame or guilt ourselves. And this is only going to hold us back in life. So we need to let that go and forgive ourselves. On day 12, we're going to work on self-love, because self-love is the only love that you can have forever. It is the love that radiates within you and out into the world. All love that you feel comes from within yourself. But if you don't attribute it to yourself, it becomes outside love. And that love outside of yourself can always leave. But self-love is forever. On day 13, we're going to work on healing and thanking the body, because our body is the vessel that we have to traverse through this life with. And without it, we could not experience any of the physical experiences or pleasures that we do here in this realm. And then on day 14, it's a little bit different. You're going to read Calling Back Your Energy in the morning and afternoon, and then you're going to do Reintegrating the Self in the afternoon and at night. And this is just to bring yourself back into your wholeness and to release all labels that you've held on to, bring back all energy that you've given away outside of yourself, and just reintegrate into who you truly are. And that leads us to week 3, the shadow work. During this week, we are going to continue all of the practices we set up during week 1, the foundation, as well as studying a new aspect of the shadow self each day of this week. We're going to do this by reading an affirmation first thing in the morning, maintaining awareness of that shadow, seeing how it shows up in our lives throughout the day, and then reflecting upon it during our nightly reflections. We're going to start on day 15 with clearing contracts, oaths, and vows, taking a look at what things we are agreeing to in our lives and whether or not they serve us. On day 16, we're going to work on clearing past relationships and letting go of the people that we are holding on to that no longer serve us or are no longer aligned with our path. On day 17, we're going to focus on sexual healing. There's been way too much sexual trauma in this world, and many people truly need this sexual healing, even if they are not aware of it. We have had past lives and current lives completely destroyed by sexual trauma. Day 18, we're going to focus on body image, and we are going to learn to love the way that our body looks exactly as it is, seeing it through the eyes of the divine. On day 19, we're going to work on releasing judgments and recognizing when we are judging things in our lives. Day 20, we are going to work on releasing grief, because there are many of us who have lost something or someone that was very important to us, and we have spent too much time in pain and grief, and it is time to release that. And then on day 21, we're going to work on releasing addictions for anyone who is still struggling with addiction in their lives. I also am going to offer an alternative day. If one of these 7 that I just listed doesn't feel like it fits for you, we can do a releasing fear of death instead. And so that takes us through all 21 days. The foundation, you continue those practices every day from the day that they're introduced. And then the healing and shadow work, those are just a single day hyper focus on that aspect. And it's hopefully going to help a lot of people learn and grow. Have a blessed and beautiful day, everyone.